What do you guys think about some Firebird little fender inlets from the Trans Am for side scoops? What you think? Here's an update on my 88 Pontiac Fiero GT. Still, I got the seats ordered. Still working on the paint color. Again, I'm gonna have the this strap and then the piping. It's all gonna be color matched with the exterior paint. Again, that's gonna be announced later. If you think I should leave it original red or some other color, leave your opinion in the notes. I'm gonna keep this kind of a gray interior, but I'm probably gonna do a darker color carpet. So I did wash it. I cleaned up the hood. Looks a little bit better. Removed the spare tire. Not too bad. I was able to remove some of the overspray with some lacquer thinner. I cleaned out. I pressure washed. I'll show you here a little bit of the work on the trunk carpet. Underneath here, a big difference between the 87 and the 88. 87 had a blower motor right here. This does not. The blower motor, it blows cold air on the ignition coil, trying to keep the electronics cool, but I guess it really didn't do anything. So clean it up. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better. At least I know it's clean and not greasy. So underneath there's pretty good. But cleaned up the engine compartment. I used Gunk Foamy Engine Bright. Unfortunately, it really it did not agree with the Fiero intake manifold and really faded this paint. It wasn't perfect, but it's definitely a lot duller. And then I've been working on the this airbox right here. These get pretty rusty, so I'm gonna use I have Rust Fix. After the rust is the big chunks of rust and stuff been kicked off, and you get it down to pretty close to the bare metal as best you can. This stuff is great. It kind of stops the rust in its tracks and bonds with it, and converts it into a better, firmer surface, easier to paint on. And then I also use this rust reformer. It's basically a rust inhibiting primer. It doesn't do as well to convert the rust and bond with it, but this covers it up pretty good. So I use that. And then for my black parts, anything that's satin black, I really like this VHT roll bar and chassis paint. Ideally 2K 2-part polyurethane paint in satin black is better, and that's what I'm going to do the firewall. But for simple, easy stuff, this stuff works great. Satin black, VHT roll bar and chassis paint. So I'll show you the air cleaner. This was in pretty bad shape. Actually, it was good shape for a lot of these air boxes. Most of them are completely rusted out, but this had rusted around where the outlet of the air box goes into the intake. This part was rusted out and had big chunks. I'll show you a picture here. But I used some JB weld, put it around there and then sanded it down. This is what it looks like after I've used the rust fix, the Duplicolor rust fix. I've sanded it again, but it basically kind of bonds with the rust and turns it into this like black paintable surface. So, but I'm also working on reproducing this. I used Fusion 360 and am gonna try to 3D print this in a plastic material. If you're interested in getting one of my 3D printed airboxes, here I'll show you what it looks like. Leave me a note in the comments, and I'll see how this works. It may not be strong enough, but I'll try to 3D print it. So, but this should end up looking like. Here's the lid, airbox lid. After I use the rust fix, the rust reformer, light sanding, and then the VHT roll bar and chassis paint. Looks pretty good. It's pretty close to what this thing looked like out of the original. I did screw up the seal just a tiny bit. I was going to try and pull it out of there when I painted, but it's like foam and glued in there, so don't try to remove the seal. So, but anyways, that's progress this morning on the Fiero. Hope to get the starter working. I have a plan I'll show you here on the next video of my temporary fix to, to get the starter working, so I don't have to go underneath with the screwdriver. It starts right now. So, anyways, if you hadn't subscribed to get updates on my progress with the '88 Fiero GT, and please like this video. And anything else you'd like to see, leave a comment down below. All right, thank you. Rust Reformer primer.